Hello everybody. I just want to welcome you here to our first podcast natin. And I want to welcome my very good friend, superstar.
No.
Ding Dong Dantes. Welcome,
Harvey.
sir. Welcome. Thank you.
Good to be back dito sa iyong clinic. Kamusta ka?
Okay, sir. Okay tayo talaga. I guess, to see you now, na alam kong busy ka, talagang appreciate ko yung time na binibigay mo sa akin, pare. Salamat.
Basta naman sabi ko sa'yo, pwede. Naging very busy lang itong mga nakaraang weeks dahil tinatapos namin yung Royal Blood, yung TV show namin. Kung nanonood kayo, sana.
Maganda 'yun, ha.
Abangan niyo yung ending.
Napanood ko yan. Napapanood ko nga yan. It's pretty galing. Intense talaga yung mga scenes, no? So, yung galing. And then I suppose everybody wants to know, or people want to know how we met. Paano ba tayo nagkakilala? Paano ba? Naalala mo ba? Or ako naalala ko, yung unang pagkilala natin we talked on the phone, pero una natin nakilala yung boys trip natin to Palawan.
Meron pa bago nun. Meron pa bago nun. Anyway, ito kwento dyan. Even years before we physically met, naririnig ko na yung pangalan mo. So, una through Celeste Viera. Okay, Celeste Viera, tapos of course kay Matienza.
Yes.
And finally sa aking isa sa matalik na kaibigan, si Ken is also a very good friend. He's my kumpare through Arthur and Martha King.
Yes.
So, pinag-usapan ka namin kasi nakita ko yung transformation sa buhay nila as parents and as athletes. Kasi yung mag-asawang yun, grabe, ang lakas sa sports. So, pinag-usapan, paano nyo nagagawa? And then, sinabi nila, I am into this program of Harvey Di Barro. Sabi ko, kilala ko si Harvey. And then, we held our anniversary, diba, nung Euro Monkeys, remember that evening? And that was the time I met you. So, ito na yung nakakatawa doon. Kasi nung time na yun, I was suffering from this parang back condition, spine condition called, sabi nila ano daw siya, it's stenosis. Diba, stenosis. Yung pakiramdam nun ay dahil dumidikit yung cervical spine. Nagkakaroon ng parang kuryente dito na sobrang dito pala sa kaliwa, sobrang sakit na talagang hindi mo maintindihan, parang may something sa loob. Sabi niya, meron akong solusyon diyan. Tapos naglabas siya ng pampahid na
ganyan ako mag-make ng moves. Maski nung araw. To cut the long story short.
Galing. Anyway,
minasahe ko si Dong doon sa
si mo.
First time namin nag-meet, minasahe ko siya
minasahe ka agad.
Ayan, kaya yun yung Then medyo may konting inom kami nung night na yun. We had a really good time. Kwentuhan kami about family. We got to know each other about health. Diba?
That's right.
And then that's where we sort of started to have a good bond.
Yes, and then after that, sumunod na yung ating El Nido trip with Direk Sid, Paolo, and Ranvel, and Mark. That was fun.
Overnight lang yun no? So, imagine. Short, masyadong kulang.
Isipin mo, wala pa tayong 24 hours sa El Nido. Pero ang daming naganap.
Daming nangyari. I think ang pinaka fun times na I would say na nakita ko tungkol I got a glimpse of you and how popular and how, I mean, you're gonna downplay this, I'm sure, kasi humble ka nga, no? Pero yung how popular you are, yung kukuha ka na lang ng swerte pa nga nun kasi may mask tayo so hindi ka rin kaagad napapansin di ba? Pero kukuha ka na lang ng maleta sa conveyor belt, hindi pa nabababa yung maleta mo, nagpapapicture niya yung mga tao sa'yo. Or magpupunta sa toilet, ganyan. Minsan magpapapicture sa toilet, yung ganyan. Parang, I think that na parang, masabi ko, ang hirap nung, I remember telling you, that's not an easy thing to go through, no? Sanay ka na doon, no, bro?
Well, more than sanay, kasi parang, alam mo, marker sa akin yun, and parang, it's an indicator that people appreciate what you do.
Okay.
'Di ba? Parang Just like when they buy your products, means that they believe in you.
Yeah.
So dito parang whenever I get that interaction, I also feel good na, uy, okay, thank you for appreciating my work. And kumbaga, this is the least that I could do to reciprocate that that gesture. Pero syempre hindi all the time good day, 'di ba, para sa atin. Minsan there really are bad days.
Yeah.
And pero kailangan mo lang talagang isipin na, hey, if you're having a bad day, somebody out there may be having a terrible day.
And you said that to me. Galing anong the way you think about things, kasi I feel like when you were talking about it, like minsan when we run, kasi we do have times to run when we run, and then I remember that there was a car that actually cornered you as you were walking down. I don't know if naalala mo yun, down sa street. So sabi ko, bakit kinorner ka? And then all of a sudden, bababa pala, habang pawis na pawis ka, pagod ka, nagpapapicture, nagpapaselfie pa sa'yo. Grabe yun.
Oo. Pero actually, sa totoo lang, medyo na-off ako doon eh. Pero inisip ko na lang na yung intention naman niya ay dahil natutuwa siya. Pero syempre tayo, pag nag-workout, talagang focus.
Intense,
super focus. But okay yun, kasama yun. Kailangan mo lang alamin paano siya ma-manage ng maayos.
Galing. And how does that, in terms of you as a person, as busy as you are, hindi ka ba minsan nahihirapan with yung pakiramdam mo and everything, like halimbawa, hindi ka ba napapagod? Ganyan? Kasi like ngayon nagsushoot ka Royal Blood, di ba? Nag-usap tayo na travel ka to the site, to the shooting area, and then hindi yun yung malapit lang. At saka yung oras, walang pinipiling oras siya, di ba?
Correct. Siguro, wala naman sigurong trabahong madali. Nagiging madali siya dahil gusto mo siya.
Yeah.
Okay. Pero ang physical nating katawan, may hangganan. Di ba? Kahit gaano mo ka-love yung ginagawa mo. Kung pagod ka.
Yeah.
And in my case, meron talagang mga situations wherein we get to be pushed, diba, to our limits, especially physically, because of the hours of our work. Kasi medyo hindi kami parang yung 8 to 5 na day job, diba? Parang in order for us to tell a story, kailangan mag-umpisa ka ng maaga, matatapos ka ng after midnight. And syempre, ganun talaga. Kumbaga kultura namin sa industry. In fact, we are advocating for a cap dito sa ating working hours.
Right.
Kasi kailangan talaga dahil, you know, I started in this industry when I was 18 years old, and nung 18, 20, 25 ako, sige, kahit 20 hours, kaya ko 24. Pero ngayon, hindi ko na kaya.
Pero sa compute ko, so parang 10 years pa lang yan. Kasi
yan tayo. Hindi, pero in fairness to the industry, nung pandemic, they really followed everything. Kasi alam mo, especially nung time na lahat tayo worried about our health. Sabi namin, siguro lagyan natin ng cap, ng ganito lang, siguro we cap it at 14 hours, etc.
Right.
Kaya naman. And I think it's just a matter of bringing that back, na parang hindi porket wala na yung pandemic, babalik tayo sa ating old ways.
Correct.
Dahil nagawa namin dati, we can say, and we have already proven that it's possible. So anyway, that's just one aspect, kasi we're talking about sleep.
Right.
So kapag araw-araw ka nagtatrabaho ng ganung katagal, walang time para mag-recover yung katawan mo. Again, going back to what I said, nung medyo bata-bata ako, kaya ko for some reason. Pero ngayon hindi na. Parang 3 days ago, puyat ako. So feeling ko, ngayon pala ako nakakabawi. But yes, nakakapagod siya, but it's very, very rewarding, because anything that involves your talent, in my case, kasama yung yung soul, may binibigay ka ng part of yourself It is very, very rewarding. But kailangan mindful din kami sa aming physical state all the time.
Right. Tsaka mental din. Lagay mo na rin yung mental, di ba? Yung concentration, like to remember lines, right?
Wala.
So, I mean, nakita mo na yung mga videos na sinushoot ko ngayon na di ba, nakakatakit. But every time I do it, I almost feel like, shucks, eto na, parating na. Saturday, Sunday, eto na, nakaschedule niya. We have to do that. In my mind, I'm worried like, parating na yung mga araw, ganyan. hindi ko iniisip ko yung mga lines, iniisip ko yung mga ganyan. It's not what I'm used to. So to hear you, to you have those lines na ang haba-haba. I mean, how do you memorize all those lines, bro?
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, hindi ko rin alam. Well, siguro una dahil ginagawa ko na siya for 25 years. So I think, parang in a way, yung sistema ko already established a framework.
Okay. So memorize mo lahat yan?
Hindi nga eh. Na whenever I just browse through the script, yung keywords, pumapasok na lang, tas binubuo na niya. Tas parang nakikita ko siya as not as sentences or words, but as actions. So, therefore, yung buong pangungusap, halimbawa, nagiging isang buong kwento siya. So, although hindi ko siya nasusundan word for word, pero yung gist nung nangyayari, klaro siya. So, again, it's a process that I cannot scientifically explain and prove. But I know that there's something inside my brain, like a framework, that says na ito ang gagawin mo. Siguro dahil naging habit na siya, alam mo yun, nagawa ko na siya for so many years. And ako, it's understandable. Parang halimbawa, because you're getting into it now, and I think you're doing a great job.
Thanks, bro.
I'm a follower, I'm a fan.
Thank you, bro.
I'm a fan.
Thank you.
Eh, parang ganito lang yan, baliktarin natin. Ipa-advise mo ako ng health sa mga let's say, sa mga patients mo. Halimbawa, siguro kahit pag-aralan ko yan, kahit ako magra-rattle ako at kakabahan ako. But ano lang siya, it takes time. And you'll get used to it. Just like now, pare, you're a pro. You're an expert.
Well, I honestly, there is a very famous saying na to be a genius at something, it's not that magaling ka talaga. It's really 10,000 hours talaga of something. So 10,000 hours, the equivalent is what they say 10 years, right? So if you've been doing it for 20 years, or ako, I've been doing it for almost 15 years din. Parang in that way na, tama ka eh, pagka nakaupo ka na, may nag-discuss na sa'yo about health, lumalabas na lang yung mga things, even if ayaw nilang marinig, minsan automatic tumatakbo sa ulo mo, nasasabi mo na lang.
Correct. Kaya I think very valuable yung mga ganitong usapan kasi para sa'yo, kahit sabihin natin kwentuhang magkaibigan, pero pag nilagyan mo na ng mga elemento ng like your technique, yung ano mo, yung advice mo, syempre yung health health protocols. Now, tapos may social media, nagiging madaling intindihin lalo, 'di ba? Dahil sa usapan lang, ang dami na nating natututunan. At mas lumalawak yung spread and reach ng advocacy mo.
I think even with I mean, working with you and the family, I think it's quite fulfilling, no, to help people and understand na being healthy, yung reach, it makes you a better father, makes you a better mother, or a better person. Parang it brings better outputs, di ba, sa pagiging tatay, pagiging asawa, pagiging aktor. I think maganda yung idea na to be able to help a person to be the best in that yung element ng buhay nila pagka nagiging optimal sila. It's hard sometimes pagdating mo sa bahay, wala kang gana, gusto mo lang magpahinga.
Tama yan. Kasi isipin mo na, especially yung kids ko ngayon, nasa age sila na gusto na hinahabol sila, di ba, nakikipaglaro. Sabihin mo, don't use your device. Pero, sige, hindi ako magdi-device, laruin mo ako. So, hindi pwedeng sabihin, sorry, pagod ako. So, kailangan talaga yung physical state mo ay nasa optimal level parati. And not just about being a father and the wife, and a husband, but also sa trabaho, di ba? Siyempre, gusto natin nasa tip-top shape tayo parati pag nagpa-perform tayo. Pati kapag magkakasama tayo magkakaibigan, di ba? So, tama. And I think it should begin by really nurturing yourself and empowering yourself and making yourself, making your version the optimal version.
Yeah, definitely. And then, by the way, is when when we were working, when we were talking about getting you healthy, it was really important for you to get the whole family healthy. Kasi when we were talking initially, sabi mo sa akin, Harvey, hindi ko gusto para sa akin lang, gusto ko para sa buong pamilya ko. Let me know how has that helped I mean, has it worked well in terms of keeping the family healthy, walang sakit? I mean,
Definitely.
In general?
Definitely. Kasi, syempre, you know, as parents, marami tayong pinagbabawal sa mga anak natin. Don't do this, don't eat this, don't say this, etc. Pero kung ginagawa naman natin, ba't sila susunod? Di ba? Sabi nga, kailangan, yung modeling, napakalakas yan, especially sa loob ng ating tahanan. And, syempre, mag-uumpisa yan sa amin bilang magulang. Gusto namin kung ano yung makita ng kids sa amin, kung ano yung kinakain, even pati sa pag-uugali. Yun din yung tutularan nila in the future. So, ang lukot din naman kasi kung mag-isa ka lang, di ba? Parang halimbawa, bibili ka ng mga gamit or siguro ng mag-grocery ka para sa mga kakainin mo tapos naka-separate pa yung sayo. Pero ngayon talaga dapat solid tayo, isang buong pamilya tayo. That's what I appreciate about the program. Kasi pang lahat talaga siya, inclusive talaga siya sa lahat ng members of the family. I mean, sa umpisa syempre challenge siya, but later on, the goal is for it to be a way of life.
Yeah. Tsaka hindi nagugutom. Malaking bagay pag hindi ka gutom at hindi nagagalit. Hindi ka hungry, kumbaga. No?
Hungry. Kaya nga, hindi ko makakalimutan yung isa sa mga content mo na pwede ko sabihin kung ano yung paborito ko?
Bro, ano yan? Ano yan? Sabihin sa akin.
Hindi, marami yan, pero okay. Yung mensahe naman, klaro Parang sabi mo, hindi totoong di pwede mag-rice. Diba? Parang, di ba? May ganun ka.
Definitely.
Bilib ako doon sa content, yung laman ng mensahe. Pero mas bilib ako sa paraan ng pagsabi mo. Para ka naninindak Di ba? Para ka naninindak. Hindi kasi, para sa akin, effective yun. Kasi it really caught my attention. And para, ano pa? Sino ba to? O nga, no? Pare, expert to. Sinasabi niya yan So, hindi, ang dami kasi mga theories and ang daming myths about overall wellness. And ang tanong naman, who to trust? What works for you?
Right.
And I guess that's where the conversation begins.
Yeah. In fact, I don't know if you remember, but when we did your program, I said, kanin kasi sa dami mong ginagawa, nag-e-exercise ka, nilalaro mo yung mga bata, lahat ginagawa mo Then you'll drive far, you'll do Family Feud. You know, guys, watch Family Feud.
Yeah, babalik na yun.
But yeah, and then you gotta go to your shoot out of town. I mean, you cannot not have enough energy throughout the day.
Yep.
Right? So it's gotta be workable. Hindi lang pwede na sige, theoretically, hindi ka pwede magkanin, hindi ka pwede magganito, huwag ka magganyan. Ano kakainin mo? So I think that was one of the more important things that we did. And hindi ka naman nag-gain nun. Pumayat ka yata na.
Oo. Siyempre, pero ito, paring Harvey, aminin ko. Siyempre, alam mo, may mga times na talagang bumibitaw din ako So, alam mo, ang goal talaga natin, sabi ko, maging way of life to. Pero, may mga times na talagang, sandali, mag-off muna ako ng 1 week or 2 weeks. Pero sa totoo lang, hindi okay ang pakiramdam. Kasi hahanapin mo yung ganung feeling. Na paggising mo sa umaga, alam mong healthy ka, alam mong ma-absorb mo lahat ng nutrients na kailangan ng katawan mo, and you're full of energy. But then sometimes ganoon talaga minsan napipilitan kami because of the nature of our work. Sometimes we travel.
Of course.
These yung mga healthy stuff aren't available.
Right.
Minsan it's hard to find.
Right.
So yun. Parang real talk lang na nangyayari talaga minsan yun.
Pero bro, the thing that we talked about naman sa umpisa is that hindi naman ikaw kailangan maging strict for the rest of your life. Hindi mo naman pwede sabihin sa mga bata na hindi ka na pwede kumain ng ice cream habang buhay. Hindi ka na pwede kumain ng mga chichirya, mga ice cream or mga burger habang buhay. Sinasabi lang, pagka maggaganyan ka, para you don't fall into that trap, gawin mo siya, siguro once in a while, like you sinabi mo, once a week, ganyan, because your birthday mo nga, alam ang birthday mo, hindi ka kakain ng mga paborito mo. Kain ka. Pero ang birthday mo naman, hindi buong taon yan
Mga one week, mga ganun.
Just go back to your original style, the healthy eating, then your body will follow naman.
Yeah, parang ngayon, pinikwento ko sa iyo kanina pagdating, yung liver markers ko medyo mataas. Harvey pa, medyo mataas Bakit kaya? So, maraming dahilan and I feel confident because you're there, and then pwede mo ako i-guide, di ba? Kung ano yung mga pwedeng gawin to reverse this.
Yeah. In fact, brother, we have clients nga sometimes yung liver marker nila times 10 ng reference value.
Times 10?
Times 10. So let's say the liver marker.
Ano yun? Parang cirrhosis levels na ba?
Yes. And napapababa natin yan basta they follow a certain protocol. Yung mga ganun, wala na tayo mga cheat day niyan for a while, no? Pero hanggang mabago, maayos, pwede naman yang mapababa, to be honest. Basta stricto lang sa that period, pwede naman yan baba. Like you're saying, your reference values are medyo mataas ng konti.
Mga probably 4 points sa isa, tas 7 points sa isa.
That's it's a matter of just going back to clean eating and getting back on track lang. And then I don't think that's anything serious about. I guess it's just balik lang talaga sa clean eating tayo. Okay.
So pwede maglambanog?
Pwede! Pagka okay na. Which reminds me, ang lambanog, actually, for me, okay na okay yan. Kasi I know it's got alcohol, pero at least ang maganda doon, galing sa Pilipinas yan, coconut yan.
Ano tayo dyan? Kung meron tayong ipopromote na sariling gawa, sariling atin, di ba? Imagine, Philippine vodka.
Definitely.
Gawa sa coconut. Diba?
You know what's unique about coconut as opposed to potatoes and corn, which is what vodka in general is made of, no? Yung coconut, hindi genetically modified yan. Walang pwedeng, hindi katulad ng corn at potato, maraming GMO yan, which your body knows na corn yan, your eyes know na corn yan, patatas yan, pero yung katawan mo, hindi niya nare-recognize yan, hindi niya masyado na-accept na iba na pala yung apekto sa katawan. So health-wise, yes, it's got alcohol, high contents of alcohol, but it's a lot better for you, for sure.
Yeah.
So
lalo na kung lagyan mo ng konting lemon, tapos maraming yelo.
Soda water. Dapat ano na lang tayo. Yeah, but you know, I think later on it's something that you definitely and I are looking at doing something, no?
Yes, very soon.
And I think it's something that would be uniquely Filipino na malakas, no?
Tama. Kaya siguro pwede na ba tayo i-reveal na natin yung timeline natin.
Sige, sir.
Before Christmas, may makikita na kayo.
Sige. Pwede yun.
I-claim na natin.
Claim na natin. Christmas 2023.
23.
I mean, with regards to yung mga gagawin mo pa in terms of yung workout mo right now and your physique, where are you at with your physique right now?
Ano talaga, dahil yung season kasi ngayon nasa shooting season talaga. And parang just to give you an idea, I work almost 5 times a week. And medyo yung tulog nun hindi pa regulated. Kaya wala ring window to work out eh.
Yeah.
So once na ma-regulate na yung oras na to, babalik na tayo. So I could say that I'm back to square one.
I remember last year, parang ganun din, no? Around this time of the season, medyo busy ka din, no?
Yes, pero hindi ko pa nakukuha yung protocol mo nung time na yun.
Right.
So ngayon, kahit na ganito na yung lifestyle, nagagawa ko pa yung eating protocol eh. So parang in a way, I can say that I am in a much better shape than I was last year.
Okay.
Although minus the workout because of the protocol.
You know, I have to say, I mean, knowing you a while, I mean, we become extremely good friends. In fact, brothers, no? We greet each other. Hi, bro. Hello, bro. Brothers talaga, no? I find na yung life mo, I mean, grabe. I mean, people see you na parang gwapo, gandang lalaki, extremely famous, doing really well, beautiful family, you know. But it's not easy being Ding Dong Dantes, ha? Bro, hindi madali, ha? Grabe, ano?
Ayos lang, okay naman.
I think it's a lot of people can get envious seeing your position, di ba?
Ano lang naman, kanya-kanyang ano lang naman yan. Kanya-kanyang ewan. Parang ikaw, you know, you have your own thing, and
but I've never seen anyone handle fame, handle the pressures of everything as well as you. I mean, things are coming, king of of ng GMA, di ba?
Yeah.
So
there's only one king.
That's right. That's true. That's very true. But for me, I'm extremely blessed to have you na magkaibigan tayo, and then seeing you navigate through life. Galing. Galing talaga. Yung mga when you see right now, like your kids, are they busy with other activities? Si Mrs.
So ngayon back to school sila. Nakakatuwa dahil si Sixto now is in the same school. Kung nasan si ate niya, si Zia. First time niya sa big school. So yung mga unang 4 na araw talagang ang hirap kasi ayaw niya. Siyempre, ayaw niya dahil wala siyang kilala, tapos malaking school, overwhelmed siya. Pero ngayon, thankfully, medyo naka-adapt na siya ng kahit paano. Si Zia naman, she really loves to swim.
Yeah.
Talagang mukhang nakita namin yung kanyang passion. Kaya support kami all the way sa kanya. Kaya mahalaga talaga na yung pagpapalaki sa kanya ay tama na yung nutrition. Because kung yun talaga magiging end game niya, di ba, yung pagiging swimmer.
Right.
Kailangan talagang super yung yung kanyang physical preparedness.
Yeah.
And the best time to prepare for that is now.
Absolutely. I've had a chance to work with a lot of the national team through Angelo, through the Bert Lozada Swim School.
Yung coach is here.
Yeah, and honestly, we've had fantastic results shaping the bodies of the athletes. Kasi nga, a lot of people think na pagpayat ka, mabilis ka. Hindi nila alam, pagpayat ka, potentially, baka wala kang power. So, kailangan ka kumain para maging malakas din, no? And then, syempre, kailangan din niya mag-aral, kailangan din niya maging daughter to run around, the older sister to, kaya important talaga yun, no?
Yes.
Yung nutrition, very good talaga. I'm happy na that she's enjoying swimming. Every day ba siya mag-train?
Bago ng competition, siguro mga 2 or 3 times a week. Pero ngayon na wala, malilesen siya. Kasi syempre, kailangan balance din yan.
Right.
Kailangan mag-focus din siya sa academics. So, maybe in time for the next competition, yun, mas dadalas ulit.
Right. Pero si Mrs. is not busy with shoots ngayon?
She is busy. In fact, she started already her teleserye. So, ganun din. Medyo malilihis siya ng konti sa kanyang normal routine. At ngayon lang niya ulit gagawin to after so many years. So I'm sure maraming adjustments na mangyayari sa kanya, but we're always here to support her.
Yeah. I mean, I see you guys as a family unit. I mean, sobrang supportive nga ninyo as a family unit. So, bro, pagka try muna natin yung smoothie.
Cheers.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yan. Ang sarap pala to.
Wow.
Acai.
May banana ba to?
Walang banana yan. Walang banana. Acai berry, yung vegan protein. I think ito may almond milk. Simple lang yan.
Ayos, parang perfect merienda to.
Perfect merienda, para hindi ka, minsan pagka nagmamadali, tapos pag may kausap na tao, hindi ka mahihiya na, excuse me bro, kain ako. Hindi ganun, at least you can drink it. Tapos lagay mo sa shaker, okay yan eh.
Pero yun nga yung pinoproblema ko madalas eh. Kasi ako yung worker na tipong gusto magbaon. Kasi di ba minsan marami sa atin na pumapasok sa office. It's either pag lunchtime bibili ka dun sa kung ano available sa or baka may nagde-deliver sa inyo. Merong na type na nagbabaon. Ako gusto ko nagbabaon. Problema ko, masyado maaga umalis, mga 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So hindi pa nakakapagluto sa bahay. So yung pinakamadaling po pwede kong bitbitin lang ay yung rice. Na in my case, what I bring is basmati.
Okay.
Kung hindi basmati, yung black. Tapos 2 eggs. Tapos 1 saging. So, okay yun. Siyempre kulang yung kasi baka pang breakfast lang yun, di ba? Wala na. So, ano kaya pwedeng madaling idagdag doon? Like halimbawa, na pwede mong bilhin sa without naming any brand. So, kung yan, padaan ka sa kalye, na alam mong ito, okay kainin to, ang linis na nung baon mo, ano lang idadagdag mo to make it a full meal, but again, this is just for breakfast, and how can you replicate it until dinner?
You can basically buy identifiable things. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Pag bumili ka ng chicken, bili ka na ng chicken lang. Hindi yung Ako kasi hindi maganda yung deep fry. So kung ako, mas gusto ko pa yung mga roast chicken, yung mga lechon manok, yan. Or, okay, mas okay pa nga ang, kung yun lang mapili, hindi na magaling ng bahay. Minsan tapa, mas okay. Mahirap kasi yung mga, alam mo, may mga pwede pa nilang dagdagan Katulad ng mga, may food coloring, minsan yung mga tosino, kita mong pulang-pula, talagang galit na galit no? Ayaw mo yung ganong kind of meat or yung deep fried na fried chicken, yung talagang nakababad sa harina. Mas maganda yung normal, yung talagang alam mong ganong luto lang, yung simpleng luto lang as much as possible.
At siguro parang ganito, yung mga smoothie. While madali siyang gawin sa umaga, pero ano ba yung shelf life niya? Halimbawa, ngayon, ginawa ko na. Lagay ko sa cooler. Ilang oras ba talaga yan para ma-preserve yung kanyang pinaka-premium na
sa set ba may
nutrients?
Mga ref? May mga ganyan?
Minsan meron, minsan wala.
Okay. Minsan naglalagay ako ng ice pack.
Okay.
Yung parang ice, tapos sa soft cooler, nagdadala talaga ako ng mga ganyan. Usually yung mga yan, good yan for the rest of the day.
Okay. Kaya naman.
Pwede kang magdalawang ganyan or pwede mo lagay sa mga powder. Alam mo yung mga lalagyan ng baby, yung gatas. Pwede ka, and meron namang tubig kung saan-saan. Maglagay ka na lang, ilagay mo na lang siya sa stacker.
Wow.
Or another one na magandang pwedeng gawin is prutas. Magpakat ng prutas sa gabi, lagay sa ref, tapos sandok na lang, lagay na lang sa container para, kumbaga yan yung merienda mo. Hard-boiled eggs, pwede din.
Yun
ang mga, or in fact, kung gusto mo, saba, pwede din. Those are really
yun yung
good
mga
snacks.
pang boost ng energy.
Yes.
Merienda. Pero considered full meal na ba siya kung sakaling 3 itlog, 2 saba? Pwede ba yun?
Pwede, pero pag ginawa mo yun araw-araw, baka magalit ka na sa itlog at saba. So dapat after 1 or 2 days, gawa ng variety.
Okay.
In fact, kung pwedeng gumawa din tayo ng mga palabok na healthy, para pwede mo siyang gawin the night before, tapos pagdating sa set, painit na lang sa set. May microwave naman siguro sa set, walang ganun.
Meron, nagdadala
may
naman.
ganun. O yun, painit na lang doon, or sometimes it's easier na ganyan. Maganda rin ang pesto na noodles, painit na lang, gawin na lang yun. Minsan pwede naman ganun Basta, of course, the noodles are the good kinds and everything, and then gawa ng I mean, Marian's such a good cook. Galing-galing magluto ni Marian, so I'm sure she's able to put it all together, di ba?
Lalo na pag ginaganahan.
I mean, nung you mentioned to me na when she's a great cook, tapos nakita namin talagang marunong, magaling. So, I don't think that's a problem.
And ako gusto ko lang din i-share yung alternatives na halimbawa kung mahilig kami sa ganun, like for example, banana bread. Diba? So, mahilig ako sa banana bread. Tapos binigyan mo kami recipe. Tapos ginawa ni Maria, tapos tinikman mo. Diba?
Sabi ko, sarap nito. Tsaka yung
chicken spread.
Yung chicken spread. Sabi, natawa ako kasi I remember na nagpunta ako sa bahay, and then sabi niya sa akin, gusto mo ba na-try yung banana bread na binake ko at saka yung chicken? Sabi niya sa akin, wag ka mag-alala. Healthy na yan Lahat ng ingredient na ni-recommend ko, binigay, sige, try. Pagkatapos ko ng subo nung last, sabi ko, nakakahiyang humingi siguro kasi that was the first time ko na naka-interact si Marian again. Sabi ko, parang nakakahiya sigurong humingi ng second serving, no? But I remember going home and telling my wife na, amazing that Marian was able to put something like that together. Yun, pwede mo dalhin mo sa set.
Yun na nga. So, kailangan gumawa ng maraming ganun.
Kailangan ng, kumbaga, yung baunan talaga ang dating.
Correct.
Yun. So, parang preparation lang talaga. I mean, the healthiest people in the world are the best planned people in the world. I mean, you don't go out of the house and think that there are healthy foods available out there. Doesn't work that way. You have to almost plan that you're healthy. Hindi pwede yung re-rely ako, bahala na kung anong nandyan, pero I know I'm going to choose healthy. Chances are whatever is available out there isn't really worried about your health. They're worried about getting a sale, worried about making sure masarap para bumalik ka. Tapos making sure na mababa cost nila para para kumita sila ng pera. The focus is never really about them making healthy food for you. So there are things that are available, but you know, it's not as healthy as you can be pag ikaw talaga nag-prepare sa bahay or si Maria nag-prepare sa bahay, di ba? So yun lang.
Pero ako may question ako about you know, what to consume first thing in the morning. So I mean, base sa protocol mo nandiyan yung red, diba? Red juice first.
Right.
Napakasarap kasi yung sa amin, fresh ingredients talaga siya.
Yes.
Although may powder form siya.
Powder form.
Pero and then there's this side saying na parang, you know, it's also good to have hot lemon water.
Yep.
Is it the same principle or should the lemon water come first?
Okay.
Or paano ba yung ano niyan, yung interaction ng dalawang yun?
To me, it doesn't matter which goes first. There are some people who are more hot people than cold people. Hot, hindi maganda yung katawan. Ibig sabihin, hot meaning they like hot foods coming in first. So that rather than the cold. They're both really good for you. So water with hot lemon will help with acidity, acid reflux. Okay yun. Then you do the red juice. The way maingay lang yun, no? Okay. The way I do the design of the red juice and these drinks kasi is that it's an immediate upload of nutrients na hindi mo na kailangan kainin. So you come from a fast the night before. So your last meal is mga 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock dinner, pagising mo sa umaga, your body is craving, yearning for nutrients. So, yung red juice or these types of really powerful high-value nutrients, ang design yan is para bigyan yung katawan mo ng talagang boost and will help with inflammation, set your immune system at a good level, para maganda lang yung pakiramdam mo throughout the day.
Yes.
So it doesn't really matter, basta hindi ka muna kumain.
Okay.
Yun muna ang gawin mo.
And I mean, despite consuming these drinks, nasa fasted state ka pa rin, tama ba yan?
Yeah, because there are these things called fasted mimicking foods. So as long as it does not jumpstart your colon, it doesn't jumpstart that process, no problem. You can take that with you.
When you say jump-starting the colon, yun ba yung parang gusto mo lang gumagano na?
Hindi
naman.
Jumpstart.
Kasi pag ininom ko red juice, talaga automatic.
Yes,
ganun agad.
It has a cleansing, it has a very powerful cleansing effect. Lalo na pagka the people who come into the program, sabihin nila constipated sila, ganyan. So ang maganda kasi pagka meron kang mga nutrients na ganito, talagang automatically makikita mong boom, may detoxing effect, di ba? What I mean, the jumpstart the colon, hindi siya gumagalaw. Parang liquid nagpapass through lang. Hindi ka nag-chew or it's coming through to really digest anything.
I see.
So, meron siyang fasted mimicking state.
Galing.
Yan. So, yun yung maganda. For instance, ikaw ngayon, I mean, you said na wala kang masyadong exercise.
Yeah.
Right? But, I mean, you look at you still look pretty amazing. So
pare, kasi naka-drop shoulder shirt.
Kaya kailangan sundan yung drop shoulder shirt na yan.
Kung tight fit to, medyo kakaalaman eh.
Okay. But, I mean, for you, like you said, you're about to start from zero again. But we see you on your posts on social media that you do work out. You do give time for your body and everything, di ba? So, I mean, hindi lang yan pang artista. Di ba? I mean, in general, you recommend that for...
Oo, pare. Kasi, well, sa totoo lang, nung nasa 20s ako, lahat yan para sa para sa physique eh. Di ba? Parang syempre gusto mo maganda katawan mo dahil, you know, kailangan ganito ka, etc. And nung time na yun, nagmo-model pa din ako. Plus, yung mga roles ko at that time required me to be at that physical state, no?
Yeah.
Pero syempre ngayon, mas nare-realize ko yung value of you know, getting into shape, not because of the physical aspect of it, but more so for the, you know, for the well-being, yung overall well-being, yung pakiramdam. Syempre, you want to feel healthy. At the same time, alam mong sa micro level ng katawan mo ay malakas ka, hindi lang sa panglabas. Pero syempre, with regards to the physical aspect naman, importante rin siya sa trabaho namin. Kasi imagine our body is, kumbaga, my body is a tool. Diba? I use it as a tool for work. Kasi we get into character, so kasama yung katawan namin dyan eh.
Right.
Para mabigyan buhay yung isang character. So para kaming mannequin that should easily fit into kung anumang damit, di ba?
Right,
Parang gano'n.
right.
Eh kung sobrang laki, parang baka hindi ka bumagay sa lahat.
Right.
So kailangan yung frame mo ay possibly free for all. And then when we need to bulk up or probably cut down some more, then that's the time we
Adjust,
we adjust and do necessary workouts or probably shift the program.
Yeah.
Pero basically sa ganitong normal days, sakto lang for you. Kasi maganda yung pakiramdam mo.
Yeah.
Kasya ka sa damit mo. Kung may abs ng konti, bakit
blessing
hindi?
na lang. Pero I remember kasi last year when we started to sort of put things together, sabi mo, RV, hina-hina lang tayo, let's get started lang. And remember, we said, tara, let's work out, dahan-dahan, build up tayo. And then, lakad lang muna. Nothing intimidating. And then, after a while, naging okay. We were doing those hill sprints na. And then I remember even you and I that night I felt, sabi ko, sarap ng tulog ko ng gabing yun kasi pagod na pagod tayo.
Miss ko na yung hill sprints na.
Kailangan balikan natin yun, bro. Pero I think a lot of people kasi they get intimidated, no? They see that when you work out, when you run, they see all these big, lalo na ngayon si Kuya Kim. Grabe, I mean, you see his workouts now, they're pretty intense, diba?
Ano siya ngayon? Talagang he's into CrossFit and strength and conditioning.
Right? I mean,
resistance training.
And then you see him, you're like, how can we even catch up to somebody like him? 56, ripped body, looking amazing and everything, no? But a lot of people don't realize, before he started, he just took one step at a time.
Tama.
I mean, he din naman siya na pagdating niya ng dire-diretso takbo. And even with somebody like you, I mean, I'm sure when you started training again, hindi rin tayo na upak agad, na laban ka agad, di ba?
Para siyang marathon. Naalala ko nga yung marathon training ko, sabi ko, shit, kayanin ko ba to?
Yeah.
Sabi ko, hindi. Wait, okay. Goal muna natin, 5K.
Yeah.
And once you overcome the 5th kilometer, then increase it to 8.
Right.
After the 8th, make it 10, etc. Hanggang sa malaman mo, 42
Yun na. Yeah, exactly. As in,
and it takes time.
For me nga, I tell people, like, meron nga akong, I remember having clients na mga ladies na medyo may edad. Sabi nila, Harvey, ayaw ko nung araw uso to na allergic ako sa pawis ko. Hindi ako pwede mapawisan kasi namumula ako. So sabi ko sa kanila, you enjoy shopping, right? Wala yatang babae nagsasabi na hindi nila enjoy ang shopping. But shopping in general, most people like to do, no? So what I tell them, then just walk in the mall. Start from there. Then you start moving. And then later on, you build up into something. And then you get to do what you want to do. Yung si Mrs. nga, you were commenting na galing nung mga poll videos niya and everything, no? Would you believe 2018, it would take me siguro 2-3 days to convince her just to work out. Ayaw niya kasi hindi nga sanay, hindi nahirapan eh. So I mean, ganun din, parang until maengganyo, find something she loves, saka mag-uumpisa.
Tapos ngayon, nagpa-partner workout na kayo.
Yeah, nagpa-partner workout.
Couple goals.
Yeah, try lang. So basta, for me, every time like ngayon, we're if ever we're gonna go back, when we go back to working out and eating well, like after you come back, no, I think it would be really good to just like pahinga ng few days and then get started.
Yan. So super looking forward to that. Parang hinahanap na talaga ng katawan ko.
Balik tayo dun sa hill sprints natin.
Balik tayo doon. Sarap ng pakiramdam nun. So dati, umabot tayo na sa 8 eh. Ngayon, targetin natin 10.
Yeah,
10 times.
10 times. And then talagang all out yun. I mean,
all out.
But I don't know kung naramdaman mo, but I really, nung after a while, like 6 session, hinahanap ko na yung Friday. Sabi ko, uy, kailangan natin gawin to. Kasi feeling ko, ang lakas ko eh. Diba? So, kailangan talaga yun. Good. Tuloy lang natin yun, ha?
Yes, sir.
Pagkabalik mo. And then, nag-weight training ka pa rin, no? Hindi na.
Hindi. Pero babalik ko yun. Ibabalik ko yun.
Bro, nung nagsa-start tayo with the program, anong biggest adjustment ginawa sa bahay? Anong napansin mo na ginawa natin sa bahay, or meron ka bang tinanggal or meron ka bang dinagdag na naramdaman mo na, uy, laking bagay nito?
Kasi, okay, yung detalye, mas kay Mrs. talaga yan. Kung ano yung kukunin, ano yung hindi, ano yung titignan sa label, etc. Kasi mas kayo nag-uusap about the finer details.
Yeah.
And ako, iniwan ko sa kanya yan. Pero I think the best learning, na nakuha ko since we started, is this, that we really have to do it together. So, going back to what we were talking about a while ago, na kung mag-isa lang ako doon, okay naman, pero
less successful.
Parang less successful siya dahil ikaw lang yung naging okay ang pakiramdam. So, ang takeaway ko talaga dito ay, you have to do it together as a family, as a unit.
Right.
And because of that, we now have roles. Like for example, si Marian is in charge of making sure na-order yung mga tamang kailangan consume. Siyempre, I also have my role to play, and the kids, they also have their roles to play. So, I think yun yung pinaka yung kung may tinanggal kami, yun ay yung habit na dati kanya-kanya kami. Like for example, kung yung kids dati, ito yung pagkain. Ako, may sarili pa akong ino-orderan na iba, si Marian. May days na nagluluto siya, tapos para sa kids, tapos iba yung sa amin. Alam mo yan, so iba-iba yung source. So yun, natanggal namin yun. Kumbaga, figuratively, yun yung tinanggal namin sa aming pantry. Pero ngayon, we really dine as one. We eat everything together.
That's awesome.
Na pare-pareho yung source. And sa bottom line, we all feel good together.
Yeah. Galing yun ha. Kasi ngayon makikita mo yung mga some people that do the program on their own. Hindi nila type yung na kakainin, yung mix, yung gusto nila iba-iba. Pero I'm glad you guys did it that way kasi talagang that's really the best way to do it, no? I think if there was any major benefit for everybody gets healthy together.
Yeah.
No? And then,
that's the goal.
yeah, absolutely. And then do the kids have any adjustment problems with the food, or may issue ba sila sa ganon? Na eating healthy? Hindi ba, do they not feel deprived minsan
hindi
na
naman.
Hindi kinakain yung mga
Not at all. Kasi gaya ng parati mo sinasabi, may alternative naman sa lahat eh.
Yeah, that's
diba
right.
Kung nahiligan nilang ganitong klaseng pagkain, there's always a better and healthier choice. So okay yun, walang problema. Pero sila rin kasi even before, sinisiguro namin na healthy na talaga kinakain, mahilig sila sa gulay, malakas sila magtubig,
Right.
Siyempre less on junk food,
Right.
diba? So yung mga basic stuff lang na ganun. And lalo pang siyang mas na-enrich because of the program.
That's awesome, man. I mean, if we, the thing about what I do is that I always try to say na, people always say to me, sayang, I wish I met you sooner. But I always say that when it comes to being healthy, it's never too late to start. Alam mo yun, kasi we work with people that are already diabetics. And then they tell us na, sana I met you sooner para hindi ako naging diabetic. I think do you feel that as if you were, let's say, 10, 15 years younger, or 20 years younger, do you feel that the benefit of being healthy would have benefited you more back then? Or do you where would you feel yourself now?
I think circumstantial siya. Kasi iba yung kalagayan noong 20s ko. Halimbawa, I was single. I was very energetic, parang out to prove something. So in a way, very impatient. So iba yung circumstance nung time na yon. And siguro nung marirecall ko nung 20s ko, parang gusto ko parating easy way, shortcuts. Kung may goal ako na ganyan, sige, ma-achieve ko yan. After nun, move on na naman sa iba. Right. So wala siyang consistency, di ba? Kasi ang dami mong pwedeng gawin. Sa totoo lang, you have so much energy, ang daming opportunities. So minsan, saan yung focus, di ba? Hindi mo rin alam.
Right.
Pero right now, syempre, ngayon na tumanda na tayo, di ba, nare-realize natin itong mga bagay na ito. And siguro ngayon, mas nagiging klaro nga na, ginagawa natin ito not just for ourselves, but for things that are greater than us.
Right.
So hence yung nagiging choices natin. That's why we commit to this right now. And then we do less of this. And like what I said also a while ago, the goal is for this to really be a way of life.
Right.
Diba? Para kung ang problema nun ay consistency, it has to be a way of life right now. So that, you know, whenever you get derailed at some point, the framework is clear. Right. You can always go back.
Exactly. I think, you know, everybody in their 20s has that immortal syndrome where you don't feel like you're gonna get sick. Talagang feeling mo, kaya, maski anong gawin mo. And then, you know, somebody like me who had a severe autoimmune, it's not until matakot ka, matamaan ka talagang nauntog ka sa ulo, literally, bago mo ma-realize na hindi pala ako immortal, no? Talagang it kicks in talaga.
Oo. Yeah. Kaya nga, bilib ako sa kwento mo kasi, di ba, lahat ng ito nag-umpisa dahil doon. Right?
Yeah.
So you really need to get to that point just for you to realize na, hey, you know, we need to do something about it.
It was really, brother, it was really, really scary. And I would never wish that illness of pooping blood 30 times a day to my worst enemy. Because I feel like, hindi mo alam, feeling mo mamamatay ka na. And then, nakadikit ka sa toilet, and then you're just there, you're sleeping by the toilet. And it's not the nicest thing to talk about, but it was real. It was all too real for me, diba? I mean, but I think what I love most now about where I am, and then I feel like and I know that you feel this way, especially when you're eating really well and you're healthy and you've got that momentum. Feeling natin lakas natin, napakabata ng, you know, you feel good, right? And I think one of the things that I enjoyed most was when we went to Palawan, nag-Palawan trip tayo. And yung trip na yun, feeling ko, we were all like having a good time. What is it about boys, no? Pagka magkakasama, maraming mga nakakatawang ginagawa, no? I remember nung, bro, ikaw na magkwento in detail, pero pupunta tayo, magdi-dinner tayo sa bahay ni Direk Sid Maderazo. Pagdating natin doon sa bahay niya, medyo na late tayo kasi handa na lahat kasi we would stop at every Caltex, no? And then yun, kwento mo yung...
Hindi, wala. Nagpa-picture lang naman tayo sa mga standee. Hindi ko kasi magawa dito sa EDSA, di ba? So, at least sa El Nido nagawa natin.
Pero, nagpa-picture. Pero ang problema, nung na-realize nila, teka, si Ding Dong Dantes to, nagpa-picture sa standee niya or sa poster niya. Hala, ang dami ng tao pumunta nung una, di ba? And then, after a while, we stopped na at 2 and then pumunta na tayo sa bahay ni Sid. Nakakatawa.
Saya nun.
Saya talaga nun. We have to do that again.
Yes.
Balikan yun. So yeah, I really appreciate, first, bro, the time and the commitment you have for the program, but also the friendship that we built. I think beyond just the normal realms of friendship, because we get the chance to talk about spiritual and everything, no. And so the relationship, I always tell my family, it's like having a brother, and that I appreciate all that talaga na nag-uusap tayo.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you for today, and I'm always overwhelmed and grateful every time magkasama tayo. I feel like sa totoo lang, nasa starstruck pa rin ako, bro.
Para sira. Hindi, alam mo, ako ang gusto kong magpasalamat sa iyo kasi gaya nga nasabi ko, isa akong follower, isa akong especially dito yung ginagawa mo sa social media. Follower ako dahil naging kaibigan muna kita.
Yeah.
And masasabi ko na dito susuportahan kita kasi napakaklaro ng mission mo, and that is to help people. And that's why I will be cheering you on dahil napaka-noble ng mission mo na tumulong.
Thank you.
Kaya baka pang kita dyan, man. Basta tulungan ng mga tao, nandyan ako. At nasasabi ko to kasi natutulungan mo ako. Diba? So, dahil natulungan mo ako, now I can even help others in this mission of yours.
Thank you, bro. Salamat talaga. Thanks for today, ha? Salamat. Thank you, bro.
Yes.
Yay!